Good morning. What's good morning on my end? Today is January the 15th. January the 15th, meaning I haven't done a recording in some days, at least a week, maybe, because usually my recordings will align with me going to the gym. I haven't been to the gym all week. Today is Thursday, but it's because I'm on my period. And this has been a week for rest for me. A week of rest and reflection. And it's the tail end of the snake year. And snake is about transformation, shedding old skin. I think I just read somewhere recently, or maybe heard somewhere, that if a snake does not shed its skin, it has to die. Something like that. Which makes sense because it's like you're not adapting, you're not ready for the new. So perhaps that old skin is not going to protect you like your new skin will, or would, or could. Maybe there's going to be new vitamins or nutrition in the air for you to be able to consume through your skin. I think that's what they say. Snakes breathe through their skin. And so if you got the old skin, I just got reminded when I said that of that biblical scripture about like wine skins or something like that. Like you can't put a new patch on an old batch or something like that. So yeah, it's the shedding. And I feel like, it would make sense if I've been going along with the divine, spiritual, simulated, whichever plans, that this is a time right now of like that final phase of that shedding process. Because if we're going along with Chinese astrology, which is where we get the year of the snake from, the year of the horse begins next month. And so it's like transforming and then off to the races. It's like becoming new, becoming transformed for a new race. I've been sitting here just eating, listening, writing, and all this info is coming to me. And I want to talk about it because it's in relation to this code mystery for me. Code as in CODE, where my number 888 that was revealed to me some years back in the year 2017. Which, yeah, it was a 1 year just like this year, 2026. It's something about that 8, 8, and 8. But then I was led to eventually look at the number 8 as how it looks on a digital clock. So when I did that, I realized 8 is like the shape of it is the completion of the number sequence 0 to 9. Like it's as if 8 is the complete version of the numerical sequence 0 to 9. Like all the numbers come out of 8. So 8 is like the source. Which in spiritual understanding would be quote unquote God, the universe, the one. Yeah. So, yeah. Then I was reminded of how I see when I'm working out the heart rate monitors on machines, like on the treadmill. If you hold the handle or whatever to see your heart rate, it's on a screen that when, say if it's all lit up or not lit up, you can see the shapes. Is the format is in an 888 visual, like a format or whatever, so that the numbers that appear are illuminated from that 888 format. So it's something about that 888 and 8 not just being, when I'm saying it, a number, but a shape. So then I started like counting the corners, the angles. I didn't count the lines though for in 8, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. Which that's interesting. 7. So, and then what's so funny is that eventually came to me after I was up this morning cooking my food, cleaning up. And while I was doing all of that, even though I was listening to something, I was doing all that, the song that was going through my head, and I have not been listening to the song. The song has been Super Bass by Nicki Minaj, which in that song she talks about her heart, because she says, boy, you got my heartbeat running away, beating like a drum and it's coming your way. When you got that boom, 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 bass. Boom, 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 bass. I'm gonna look up the lyrics right now. I'm looking at the lyrics. She said, this one for the boys with the booming system, top down AC with the cooler system. When he come up in the club, he be blazing up. Got stacks on deck like he saving up. And he ill, he real, he might got a deal. He pop bottles and he got the right kind of build. He cold, he dope, he might sell coke. He always in the air, but he never fly coach. He a mother effing trip, sailor over the ship. When he make it drip, kiss him on the lip. That's the kind of dude I was looking for, and guess you get slapped if you look at her. Excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. I mean, my, you're like pelican fly. I mean, you're so shy, and I'm loving your tie. You're like slicker than the guy with the thing on his eye. Slick Rick. Yes, I did. Somebody please tell him who the F.I. is. Am Nicki Minaj. I macked them dudes up. Black coops up and chuck the deuce up. Back coops up. Got my heartbeat running away. Beating like a drum is coming your way. Can't you hear that? Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, bass. Got that super bass. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, bass. Yeah, that's that super bass. Boom, 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 ba-doom, boom. So it's the boom, boom, boom. Because I was singing the song to myself in my head a bit. I'm like, where is the 3? What's the 3? Because she's boom, 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 bass. I'm like, that's not the 3. It's like I'm thinking there has to be a 3, like a repetition of 3, like 8, 8, 8. And usually that is. It's in the songs. It's usually they repeat in 3s very often. I was listening to some other songs where they do that. Oh, like the other one. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody say boom, boom, boom. Everybody say boom, boom, boom. How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? I don't know. Oh, no. Yeah. So like Beyonce there, oh, no. So, oh, no tells it off, but oh. That's 3 times. So, anyway, I'm thinking, something about the number 3, right? The repetition of the 3. 8, 8, 8. Boom, boom, boom. This one is for the boys in the polos, entrepreneurs, and the moguls. He could ball with the crew, he could solo. But I think I like him better when he dolo. And I think I like him better with the fitted cap on. He ain't even got to try to put the Mac on. He just got to give me that look. When he give me that look, then the penny's coming off. I was thinking of that earlier too, because, yeah, that's real. For me to stay, no, you stay. No, boy, heartbeat, way, me away. We be like boom, 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 bass. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, boom, 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 boom. So yeah, again, it's the boom. It's the boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so anyways, bro, and then it makes me just think about 369, the magical 369 alignment frequency. I don't know. Oh, and then that's what I was thinking, like 3 hearts, because the 888. So like 3, I was thinking 3 hearts, but then what made me go, because I love wordplay, I looked, oh yeah, that's where I'm going. So 3 hearts, but within the word heart, I mean, you got a few, I mean, you got hear, but obviously hear is nothing without the actual ear. Like you hear with ears. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna just look at the word ear. You got 3 ears. So say if you had heart, 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 then you have ear, ear, ear. So now you got 3 ears, which then took me to thinking of, like, people talk about the third eye and 3 eyes and all that. And what was brought to my attention was not necessarily the third eye, but the third ear. So like we have 2 ears, which just about every living being does. You got one on the left, you got one on the right. That makes me think of songs that be emphasizing left, right, YG, left, right, left, right, left, right. So then I think about, well, what's that third ear? Which aligns with like the spiritual gift of clear audience. But really, you think about it. Well, okay, no. Because some people actually can see things. Like they can probably see ghosts, or they can see dead people, or they can see auras, they can see things that other people can't see. So maybe this is like a message for me, because it's like, no, I necessarily can't see. I don't be seeing stuff. Like I've never seen like apparitions. Like I've seen things kind of like, even just recently I was seeing like lights, and I felt like when I was describing it to someone, I was like, it's almost as if a dimension, like when like a portal or something is trying to open, like the way they show it on TV, like when another dimension or a portal is opening, it starts with like these flickering lights. And that's what I was seeing not too long ago, only to learn that around that same time my godfather had passed. So I think they was connected. But I think, because again, this 888 came to me, and it's not a general situation. It's a message for me, and I think it's something telling me like mine, because it's never really been psyched like that. It's more, I think it's for me to focus on what I'm hearing. So it's like a sense, right? It's one of the senses. It's my sense of hearing, but with the third ear. Maybe that's why my ears ring so much. My ears ring so much. And so it could be like I'm installed with that third ear, which actually, when they've shown, well, first of all, yeah, the ear is very significant, because it's something about the shape of the ear that I've seen before. And it's like related to like a Egyptian symbol or something like that. I don't even know if it's the Eye of Horus. It's something that is similar, or basically it's the exact shape of the ear. I feel like it's related to the Eye of Horus or the Eye of Ra. So almost basically saying that that eye is actually an ear. It's what you're supposed to hear, you know, which is interesting, because Eye of Ra, if you think about it, is when you take out the of, so I starts with E, and then you got Ra is R-A. So if you just take I from the word I mean, if you just take E from the word I, you have, and you put that with Ra, you rearrange the letters, you get ear. So what if it's like, because there's always the talks of like, there's the Eye of Ra and there's the Eye of Horus. And so what if it's more like that gift of sight and that gift of hearing, which goes in alignment with what I was just being reminded of as well inside my head, when Jesus said, those who see, let them see. For those, or if you have the eye to see, let them see. If you have the ear to hear, let them hear. Or for those who have the eyes to see, let them see. For those who have the ears to hear, let them hear. But again, remember when Jesus, he was in the Bible, he was speaking. So it was a matter of people listening and hearing. And then it's like, if you have that ear, that third ear, I was like, you can consume the information with your two ears, but to really decipher and discern the information, that takes that third ear. But you put them all together. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, then I was writing it down, and I was like, not three eyes, but three ears, the third ear. And then I wrote left, right, in the middle, and then that made me think of the song "Meet Me in the Middle." That song, I love the song, baby. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? I love that song. So, and I also wrote that, okay, I said the mind. And that's crazy because I didn't even get that from the song. I just got that when I was writing. So then it's like that middle ear, or that middle number 8, you know, that middle, and then I just get the word clarity. So that goes with the concept of having like a clear, like, well, clear audience, clear sentience, clear cognizance, clear, because clarity. Okay, but that made me, okay, I wrote the mind. So then I said the mind, which the mind is not just the brain, but it's your conscience, your consciousness. And you have your consciousness, and then you have your subconsciousness, or your conscious, and then you have your subconscious. So just like with the number 8, you have an upper area or vesicle, and you have a lower area or vesicle. And I wrote above, below. I wrote higher mind and lower mind. And then I wrote throughout the body, like not just the brain. So like your central nervous system, for example. Because the central nervous system is throughout the whole body, from head to toe. And so I got like, so listening. So ear and listening. Like your ears are for you to listen, for you to hear. Oh, wow. That just made me think of something else, audible. That's like the third time that word's come up recently, but so audios and audible. It's Audible being a service by Amazon. And that just made me think of this position that I might need to apply to. Not even kidding. Anyways, it's related to Audible. Damn, I need to put in the application, huh? That's crazy. I will today. I'm about to say I just might. You will. Okay, bro. So, anyways, all that was coming through to me today, and was also interesting. This today, the dates, the numbers in today's date add up to the number 8. So, because it's the 15th, so 5. Oh, and then 3 ones. I didn't even think about that. It's 3 ones and a 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, bro. I'm still a little tired. This week I was on my period. I'm still on it, but I'm coming off of it. And then also, it was not the new moon, but the new moon is coming. So I have to stop forgetting that part, because I'm like, well, ain't I supposed to be getting some more energy now that my period is kind of fading out? But no, because the moon is waning. So shit, I feel like I'm like this week I am one with the moon. Like usually I'll say that, but this week it has felt extra, because when my period plus Monday, was it Monday and Tuesday? The moon was in Pisces. Pisces being a water sign, Pisces being the mutable water sign, which is not stable. And I was weak. Also, that's when my period started. Was, I think, the moon was in Pisces Monday and Tuesday. My period started Monday, and it was late even. It was a little late and started on Monday. So that was interesting. Very, very interesting. What is that? I gotta pause. Yeah. So I don't really know what else to say right now at the moment, because I have been struggling. Like, my body has been struggling. And that's crazy, because I do think this is all related. Because when I think of body now, I think of 8. And that makes sense because, I've thought of that before. So, like, bro. So, like I just said, like, that third ear being throughout the body. So what if it's like a message for me, like, that's your gift. That's your gift, is because I'm sensitive. My whole body be picking up on shit, and I have felt as if it's been getting stronger. Like, extra sensitive. And I was just listening to a message yesterday that was saying you give, or you pick up on things with your body. Your body is intuitive. Like, that's a gift. So then I get a message of, listen to your body. I imagine, like, if that gift, because I've always kind of felt like I had that anyways, but I feel like it's reaching another level where I'd be more. So again, it's like the lower and the higher. So in the lower space, say my consciousness or awareness of this, it's like, well, yeah, I'm picking up on stuff with my body, but I'm not necessarily like maturely aware of it, right? It's like I just, like, when I was younger and I would be working with people and like talking to people, I would be picking up on things, and then like I'd be doing what I can with it in the moment, but it's like having a skill set but not really knowing the full potential of it, or how to really work it. Like a gift, like a sword. Like, you get a new sword and you don't really know how to wield it, but then with skill and practice and maturity and learning and lessons and experiences, you learn how to wield it like a master. Wow. So I feel like it's almost saying, like, that's my gift to focus on. And I think it's a really powerful one, because, and it makes sense. Oh my God, it's just kind of all coming together now. Because I've always felt like I be sent. Oh, okay, I gotta write that down, because sent and sense, like, why are those words almost the same? Or like send, right? Send. Oh, and then the word sin is in there, like sin, but obviously it's not spelled that way. But sin. So send, sent, and sense. So they all have the root sen, which sounds like the same as sin. And then that makes me think of Jesus in the Bible of sin no more, sin no more, sin no more. So maybe not S-I-N, but S-E-N, sin no more, like sinned, maybe sinned no more. Like don't send anymore into that direction, or no more shall be sent. I don't know. Sin no more. Oh, this is kind of interesting because this is how I'm thinking of it. Like, I was actually just telling somebody recently, I was like, I feel like my life, my journey has been one of like me being sent into places, families, areas for God, Spirit, Source to work through me. For the benefit or the healing, the transformation of that area, that place, that environment, that family, that group, whatever it is that I've been sent into. And I feel like that's happened. It's very clearly happened for me multiple times. And because it do be like I'll enter a place, an area, and like a location, whether it's within a building, outside, especially when it's with groups of people, and I'll feel things. But I kind of, most of the time I take that for granted, and I think everybody has that. And I guess it's like, no, everybody don't. Everybody don't. That's why everybody be looking at you like, are you okay? That often happens. They don't understand what is going on with me. I'm feeling everything. I'm hearing with my third eye, or like, I guess, my body, or not even third eye, my third ear. But then again, now it's like, no, that eye they talk about, that's the ear. That's that third vesicle, that third part of you. It's unseen, it's unknown, it's undetected. But now that makes me think of when Jesus says, I always wondered, like, what does that mean? Sin no more, sin no more. And now when I'm saying it, I can't help but to hear S-E-N-D, like send no more. So then say if I'm taking that into myself, then it's like to be sent no more, like no longer sent anymore, which means the end of, send and end. Send, E-N-D is in send, like in, and then even S-I-N, it's I-N. So like into. So then I'm thinking like, well, would that be like the end of a mission? Like, hey, you're no longer having to be sent anymore into areas and spaces. Basically, like your mission of transforming, healing, and reviving, or whatever the mission is for those places and spaces, it's done. It's kind of like mission complete, right? Send no more. To be sent no more. Or sense. Like no longer sensing. Is it because you go from just sensing things to knowing? So it's not just What are you picking up on? What are you feeling? What are you hearing? But then it turns into, what do you know? Like you take that information. I just heard Beyonce, information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. I hear information, not formation. You get that information. What are you doing with it? You transform it into knowledge. And I think of Beyonce again because her last name is Knowles, which makes me always think of the word knowledge. Knowing. So then I wonder, because it's like, well, would the gift just go away? It's like, no, it turns into, so you're transmuting. So it's like how Jesus would like speak to somebody and then he would just know. He would just know. He would, like the lady who had the 10 husbands or something like that. And he just knew it. And she went and told everybody, he knew my life. I met a man, he told me my whole life. So it's not him just being like, oh, I'm picking up on something, I'm feeling something. So now you're stuck in the happening of your gift, like your gift being activated and there's something going on, but you don't really know what to do with it. It's like when Spider-Man first got realized what he could do, and he didn't really know how to harness it. Then you turn around again, you master, you practice and all this, and suddenly it's a knowing. It's not just a sensing, it's not just a gift, but it's a knowing. So say, okay, I walk into a place, I'm feeling things, hearing things, picking up on things, and I'm trying to, it's just information. I'm collecting it. But then it transforms down the line into, I walk into a place and I know what's up. I know because I get the information and it's immediately processed, like AI almost in a sense. Like a very fast computer, like, which then makes it into like almost like a race. Like you're moving fast, processing really fast, very, very fast processing. That's what makes systems better than their old versions. The processes speed up. So you're no longer having to wait to connect to the internet. You're no longer having to wait to print. You're no longer having to wait to connect. It's just immediate. It's instant. Fast. Swift. I just heard the word mastery. But even sensei. Like I think of a sensei as like the master of masters, right? And even in the word sensei, you have again S-E-N. Sensei. So I think of it like sensei. So if you like break it up, or sense, right? Sense. Oh, that's interesting. I just looked at that because sensei is S-E-N-S-E-I. But if you take I and put it at the front, it's I sense. I sense. So you go from I sense to I know. I was going to say you go from sensing to saying what you sense. Like you can immediately call it for what it is. And that made me think of call a demon by his name. Because you know his name. So you know what he feels like, or what it feels like, you know what it smells like, you know what it sounds like. So this thing, you call him by his name, you say his name, and now he is your slave. That's just what came to mind. Now he submits to you. That's interesting that I started talking about demons, because when I was looking at the shape of the 8 in the digital format, I counted the corners, the angles, and there's 8 angles. But when I read the word or say the word angles these days, I now also think of and see the word angels, like angels and demons, like angels, which made me think of 8 angels. But actually, wow, so now this just came to me, 8 angels. But those angles are 90 degrees. So then what I did was I went 90 times 8 and I got 720. 720, if you simplify it, it's 9. I don't know. So, but something just, when I said 8 angels, something told me, nah, 720. It's like 720 degrees, but 720 angels. It's like 90 degrees to one angle. 90 to 1. Degrees. I want to say the word degrees is reminding me of the word demons. Because I was thinking that earlier, like, if I think of the word angle and I think angels, what word is similar or related to angles, but would make me think demons? And I didn't get it. Earlier I was thinking I thought denomination, the denominator. I was like, no. Thought demonstration, no. Degrees. So let's just say 90 demons to 1 angel. I don't know. I gotta go with it. It's just my intuitive flow. Okay. Because now I'm thinking like demon is like the lower version of an angel or something like that. But not really. I don't really think that. The way I think of it is, well, the way it's coming to mind actually is what I should say. So like right now, the number 8, like I've been doing all morning, the way it appears on a digital clock, which creates the 8 angles. 8 angles, 4 corners. 8 angles, 4 corners, 720 degrees. So, but I write it out, right? I draw it out. And then I think lower and higher, because there's a lower vesicle and a higher vesicle. So I would instinctively want to write, like, in the lower vesicle is where, say, demons reside. In the higher vesicle is where angels reside, right? Like heaven and hell, higher, lower, right? So But again, there's only 8 angles, 8 angels, 90 demons to 1 angel. But again, this is all, so it looks like kind of like a house situation, right? So like a 2-story house, like an above and a down, upstairs and downstairs, right? And think about it, 90 demons, 90 simplifies to 9. I wonder if that means anything. 90 simplifies to 9. So if we're just doing like the numbers and not necessarily looking for the quantity of something, but looking at the numbers and decoding. So let's say if we was to do it like that, it's like a 9 to 1 ratio. Degrees to angles. So 9 degrees to 1. Well, if I'm going to say degrees, I think we have to stick with the 90. But if we're just talking numbers, then we'll simplify it to just 9 to 1. A 9 to 1 situation. But this is all within the same house. And I'm thinking house because of the structure that it looks like. It looks like a 2-story house. But then we say house and we're talking about a person, a body. So a body, right? So let's say in a person, you have a ratio of, say, 9 to 1. 9 to 1. So now that makes me think of 9 as the hermit in tarot. And I think of 1 as the magician. Because that's in tarot. 1 is the magician card. 9 is the hermit card. So even when you put that together, you get 19. And 19 is the number of the sun in tarot. Which that's interesting because Jesus, he's defined as the Son of God. 1 and 9 put together. Okay, so it's like this completion. Okay, so now I'm thinking of it as that lower area. The lower vesicle being represented. So again, the structure of 8. The lower one being like symbolized, say, by the number 9, because demons. I want to say they're of a lower energy, right? Because 90 to 1 or even 9 to 1, 9 is more of a dense, it's more weight to it. So there's no way it can be sitting on top of 1. If anything, it'd have to be below if we're considering density of numbers. 1 would be at the top, 9 would be below. So 1 would be symbolizing the higher mind, 9 would be symbolizing the lower mind. And now I'm looking at my hermit tapestry, and that makes sense because in the hermit tapestry, the person, the figure, he is holding a lantern like it's dark. And that would for sure be lower. So lower would be where the dark is. Higher would be where the light is. So higher is where it's lit, but lower is where it's without light. Illuminated upstairs, whereas downstairs is it's dark. Because that I prefer to like align the words, right? It's like we don't say, well, we might say, oh, it's dark in here, but we don't say, oh, it's light in here. I mean, we might say that in terms of when we say light, we're talking about like there is light in here, but we're not saying, when we speak of dark, we don't say there is dark in here. We say there is darkness. There is light, there is darkness. So if I'm going to use the word dark, I'm going to say it is dark in here, which then will lead me to use the word illuminated. It is illuminated in here, or it is, excuse me, it is lit, which is funny because of where I work. So it is lit or it is dark, high and low, right? So in the darker spaces of ourselves, there's more density. 9 is a it's the opposite of 1, actually. 1, or would it be 0? 0 is nothing, right? So 9 would be the most dense, 1 would be the least dense. I'm just thinking of it like this. Say we're thinking of demons. I don't necessarily think of demons as being bad. I think of demons as being like, this is how I think of demons. Like when people do wrong things, bad things. They hurt people, they harm people. And let's say you harm someone whose angels, how can I think of it? Like I think of like, say your angels being for you, your demons being for, other people about you. So like my angels are gonna stay with me, protect me, nurture me, raise me. My angels are like my parents, my immediate family. That's what it's supposed to be, right? Those that are with you. Whereas your demons are those that are out there fighting for you. They're returning the karma. They're enacting vengeance on your behalf, type of thing. So if somebody do something wrong to you and then they have the eyes to see and they see a demon or they see demons, then them demons, they only seeing them because they came for you. So now your demons got to go deal with them. I kind of think of it like that. That's why when I think of people saying they see demons and I'm like, or a demon then came to them, mess with them or whatever, then I think, well, who did you mess with? What did you do? Because I don't see demons. I've never, not in like apparition form, maybe in human form, But yeah, I just like that. Them demons is like that. It's like them gangs, right? Them gangs that will go out and kill. It's like um war. What is it? Soldiers. Your soldiers. They going out with the knowing that they could die, but they know what they fighting for. So it's like you're like their country that they're fighting for, whereas your angels, they're at home with you. They're taking care of you while the soldiers are out there fighting for you. That's how I think of demons and angels. So when you think of it like that and you say 90 degrees or 90 demons or 720. So if you say 720 degrees and 8 angels, what if for every angel that you gain or that you activate within you, because this is all parts of you actually as well, you get 90 demons also. Like for one angel at home with you, there's 90 demons out there fighting for you. That's some powerful shit, bro. That is powerful. I just thought of that's why the earth shook and the ground broke when Jesus was killed. So again, that number 8, where I'm getting all this information out of, is the vesicle, it's the body, it's the you. It's the you. So all this is within you. So, and you think of angel, you think of light, you think of illumination, it's like 8 different angles or angels within you to awaken, right? To awaken. So for every illuminated angle slash angel, you got 90 demons that woke up to that go out or that are now at your disposal, are now on guard for you. R9, because I be thinking that 0 be throwing us off sometimes, right? So let's think of 72, because if we say 9 times 8, 72. So for every 1 angel, you got 9 demons. For every 8 angels, you got 72 demons on guard for you. 72. 7 and 2. You know what's crazy about that, bro? 7 and 2, that is in relation to my year next year, because 7 will be the last number in that year, which is 2027. And 2, does that make sense? 7 and 2? Because this year is a 6. It's like 6 and 1 goes together for me. Oh, yeah. Because it's 6, 2026. And then universal year number 1. My personal year is 5, so 5 plus 1 is 6. So then 6 and then the 1. Next year, my personal year will be 6. Universal will be 2. 7. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. Something tells me there's something to that information though. And I think that with the concept of 8, I think like in tarot, they call the number 8 the strength. And Kim Cran, she has designated it as justice, the justice card. But now I see why they would use it. They would call it the strength card, because it's like with the number 8, you're complete. You have all your strength, all your angels, all your demons, all of them doing what they're supposed to do. So then I wonder if there's something to breaking down like the number 8 in terms of your 8 different angels. What is each angel for, perhaps? With this, I'm about to hit 1 hour, so this is why I'll close it. But I think that might be the next thing I talk about. What are each of my 8 angels for, it's like, I'm thinking like 8 different areas of life or something like that. So that'll be for next time. I have to stop this now. That was very deep, interesting, and powerful. Till next time, though. Thank you for listening. Bye.